Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Max Makes Maths Easy, where maths is simplified and maths is made easier. Welcome to Max Makes Maths Easy. Remember I told you mathematics subject is very easy, and here at Max Makes Maths Easy, we are going to make it more easier. So feel free. Welcome. Today we are going to do a question on matrices and quadratic equations. Josinia, welcome. Welcome to Max Makes Maths Easier. Nemo, welcome. Welcome to Max Makes Maths Easier. Today we are going to do a question on quadratic equations and matrices. Today we are going to do a question on quadratic equations and matrices. And our question on quadratic equation involves using completing square method to solve a quadratic equation. There are several methods to solve a quadratic equation. There's the quadratic formula which we are used to. There is a graphical method, and we have the completing square method. So let us begin with our first question, which is matrices. Remember there is matrices in form 3. I think it's form 3. That's the simple matrices, and there's matrices and transformations in form 4. Matrices and transformations in form 4. Today we are going to do the matrices in form 3. So let us begin with our first question that reads, given matrix P, we are given a 2 by 2 matrix. Matrix P is the row. This is the row is 4 2, and the column is 4 negative 7 2 negative 1. So we are given a 2 by 2 matrices, 2 by 2 matrices, where 2 is the column, and then we have 2 columns and 2 rows. Given matrix P is equals to 4 2 negative 7 and 1. Q is equal to negative 1 5 6 negative 3, and R is equal to 20P inverse. This is the inverse of P. So the inverse of P plus Q. We are told that is R. We are told to determine the matrix R. So we are going to begin by finding the inverse of P, since we are told R is given by multiplying 20 by the inverse of P, multiplying 20 by the inverse of P, then we add it to Q. So how do we find an inverse of a matrix? So P inverse. So if we are given the matrix A, B, C, D, if given, you are told to find P inverse. So if given A, B, C, D, the inverse is got by interchanging the elements in the main diagonal. This is the main diagonal. And BC is the minor diagonal. So The inverse is got by interchanging the elements in the main diagonal, just interchanging them, and changing the signs of the elements in the minor diagonal, then multiplying by the determinant, by multiplying by 1 all over the determinant. So, and the determinant is found by multiplying the elements in the main diagonal, then subtracting the elements in the minor diagonal. So determinant is got by AD minus BC. So let us find the inverse of P. So the inverse of P, given P is equals to 4, 2, -7, -1. So first we are going to find the determinant. The determinant is given by multiplying 4 times -1, so it will be -4. Then we subtract 2 times -7, that is -14. So -4 plus 14, that will be 10. Then after that, we say the inverse is got. We said the inverse is got by saying 1 all over the determinant, which is 10. Then we multiply by the interchanging the elements in the main diagonal, which will be -1, 4. Then changing the signs of the minor diagonal. This is -7. Then it will be +7. So we were told R is equals to 20 times P inverse plus Q. So 20 times P inverse, that will be 20 times P inverse, which is -1, -2, 7, 4. Then plus Q, which is -1, 5, 6, -3. So that will be, so after doing that, it will be 20. 1 over 10 times -1, it will be -1 over 10. Here it will be -2 divided by 10, it will be -1 over 5. 1 over 10 times 7, it will be 7 over 10. 1 over 10 times 4, it will be 2 over 5. 4 divided by 10, it will be 2 all over 5. Then we add it with the -1, 5, 6, -3. So this becomes 20 times -1 over 10, it will be -2. 20 times -1 over 5, it will be -4. 20 times +7 over 10, it will be 14. 20 times 2 over 5, it will be 8. Then we add it with -1, 5, 6, -3. So addition of matrices, we are adding the individual elements at their respective points. That will be -2 plus -1, it will be -3. -4 plus +5, -4 plus +5, it will be 1. 14 plus 6, it will be 20. 8 plus -3, that will be +5. So this is the matrix R. R is given by -3, 1, 20, 5. So we are going to our next question, which is the quadratic questions. I hope you have understood on hope you've understood on matrices. So we're going to do our second question, which reads, solve the following quadratic equation by completing the square method. So what does completing square method require? Given a quadratic equation in the form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the completing square method requires 1. The coefficient of x squared must be 1. The coefficient of x squared must be 1. That is the first rule. So step 1, we are going to make given 2x squared minus 5x plus 3 over 2 equals to 0. The first step, we are going to make the coefficient of x squared to be 1. That is, we are going to divide it all through by 2. So it will be x squared minus 5 over 2x plus when you divide 3 over 2 divided by 2, it will be 3 over 2 times a half. That will be 3 over 4 is equals to 0. So the next step, we are going to add a half of the coefficient of x squared on both sides. So we are going to say x squared minus 5 over 2 divided by 2 squared plus 3 over 4 is equal to 0. So what were we supposed to do before we reach here? We were supposed to say x squared minus 5 over 2x is equals to minus 3 over 4. So we are going to shift the constant term to the opposite side. So we are going to say negative 3 over 4. Then we say x squared minus 5 over 2x divided by 2. We're going to say x squared minus 5 over 2x plus 5 over 2x divided by 2 squared is equals to minus 3 over 4 plus 5 over 2 divided by 2 squared. This is 5 over 2. What are we going to say? We're going to say x squared minus 5 over 2x plus 5 over 2 divided by 2 is the same as 5 over 4 squared is equal to negative 3 over 4 plus 5 over 4 squared. This is the same as x squared minus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16, which is equals to negative 3 over 4 plus 25 all over 16. Then we are going to say we are going to take this one of this x, then the sign which we are taking is this one negative, then we take 5 over 4, then we square. Remember, this is the same as this one. So then we take here negative 3 over 4 plus 25 over 16. So what we're going to do next is negative 3 over 4 plus 25 over 16. That will be 13 over 16. So it will be x minus 5 over 4 squared equals to 13 over 16. So what we're going to do next here is find the square root of both sides. So it will be x minus 5 over 4 is equal to the square root over 13 over 16. Square root over 13 over 16. So is equals to x is equal to plus or minus square root of 13 over 16 plus 5 over 4. So the first so negative 3 over 4 plus 25 over 16. So the first x is the square root of 13 over 16 plus 5 over 4. The first x is 2.151 and the second x is negative the square root of 13 over 16 plus 5 over 4. That will be 0.3486. So that's our answers. I hope you have understood how to complete the square. So you have completed the square. The first question was matrices. Hope you have understood. So that will be the end. Thank you very much, and welcome to Max Makes Maths Easy, where mathematics is simplified and made easier. So tell a friend to tell a friend to join Max Makes Maths Easy, where we will be simplifying maths. And if you have a brother or sister, even a cousin in high school, or even in primary, or even in higher learning, who wishes to excel in maths, we can interact together and make maths more easier. So remember, every day is a learning process. Learning is a process, and every day we get knowledge from the process of learning. So feel free, interact, then we shall engage more. So thank you very much, and welcome to Max Makes Maths Easy. So I think I will end my live there, and thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. Have a nice day.